desperate calls, dare I add, for the public to urgently donate blood. In fact, the Western Cape Blood Service says stock levels in that province are slowly approaching day zero. For more on this, let's bring in Vermeulen. She's with the Western Cape Blood Service, live to us from Cape Town. It's great to have you on the program, Michelle. Thanks for making time. I mean, you know, part of what we're being told is that for some groups, you have 1 day's supply left. What exactly does that mean?
Good morning, Ayanda. Yes, we do have only 1 day blood stock left in those groups. And what this really means is we always aim to have a 5-day blood stock level in all our blood groups. So what this means is if we don't bleed for the next day, there is going to be no blood supply. So like we said, we always aim to have that 5-day blood supply. And this is why we're calling on the public to ensure that we can get back to that 5-day blood stock level.
What doesn't help, of course, is that we're approaching the winter season. I'm not quite sure how people typically respond, but I imagine the colder it is, fewer people typically come forward to donate blood.
That's also true. People also now tend to have colds and flu during this winter period. And of course, it's still COVID, so people also have COVID. But we're asking for people who are healthy and they can donate. Please come out, come and donate. Brave that weather and come and save up to 3 lives.
There have been issues for quite some time, to be honest there, Michelle. I mean, even before COVID, I mean, I remember there being calls for people not to kind of drop the trend, as it were, to go forward and donate blood. Are there any kind of conversations taking place to, I guess, I don't know, incentivize people to come forward?
No, we really rely on voluntary, non-remunerated donors to come and donate blood. For us, it is really all about people who want to help and want to save people's lives. So it's definitely not about remuneration. And you've also hit the nail on the head. I think we've been struggling to maintain it. There's been quite a few reasons for it, but we can definitely see the uptake. There's been a markedly the usage in blood has gone up. And then, of course, there's still been places where we would normally go to collect blood that's been curtailed. Places like our corporate environments or tertiary or education like high schools, we've been curtailed still.
Yeah, and what are some of the reasons for that? Are there still COVID-19 related concerns?
Yes, it's definitely still logistical concerns because a lot of the corporates, they are working from home. So they are not at office space anymore. So, and yes, due to COVID regulations, they might not have had other people on their premises. So we really need to get back to those corporates and really need to get back into people coming to donate.
The shortages vary across the different blood groups. You'll tell us a bit more about that. And I guess as you do, help us place the implications here, because I know there are certain blood groups where you can essentially give to everyone and others where that's not necessarily possible.
Definitely, we'll start off with those blood groups. It's the O blood groups where we really are struggling. And on both the O positive and O negative, there's only 1 day supply left. And these are our universal blood groups. In other words, O neg can give to all the blood groups, and O positive can give to all the positive blood groups. That's why it's so imperative that these blood groups really remain on that 5 days. But the ripple effect of this is we've seen the other blood groups also trickle downwards. The same with B positive and A positive. We've also seen that they are hovering around 2 days. And again, we would like to see them going back to the 5 days. So it's really important that it doesn't matter which blood group you're from. What matters is that you get down to a blood donation clinic, find out where you can go and come and donate blood.
There was a moment in this country where we had seen a notable downward trend in trauma-related cases. I wonder whether or not that gave the blood service any kind of reprieve in a context where you're now so desperate, of course, for more supply.
Yes, it could definitely be part of that, as well as other surgeries that's now again taken place. So there's definitely a ripple effect in the upward usage of blood, and then obviously supplying to that need of the blood.
Yeah, all right. Michelle Vermeulen, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. Really do appreciate your time. I think the call is loud and clear. Sadly, in certain blood groups, we're approaching day zero, as it were, with 1 day's worth of supply left in certain regions. And Michelle is part of the Western Cape Blood Service. Thanks very much indeed for your time.